Okay, let's continue with question 6. Hydrogen is a compound, is false. Hydrogen is an element, okay, which is found in the periodic table. Part C, a compound has properties different from elements that make it up. True. A compound being made has a completely new characteristics. It's very different from the elements. Part D, if a substance cannot be broken down by heat, the substance must be an element. Not necessary, false, okay. Doesn't mean that the substance cannot be broken down by heat. The substance must be an element, not necessary, okay? A compound is always in the same physical state as its elements. Okay, a compound is always in the same physical state as its element is false. I told you before, compound is completely new. It's very different from its elements. Like the previous example, can you see this black solid here? The compound is very different from the starting elements, completely new. So remember, it's completely new. So that's why for part E, a compound is always in the same physical state, is false. It's completely new, no same. Part F, the elements present in common salt are sodium and chlorine. True, because common salt, right, is called sodium chloride. It's made out of sodium and chlorine. So it's true, okay? Okay, for each statement that is false, rewrite it to make it true. This one is a bit difficult. Okay, a compound is made out of two or more elements chemically joined together. The keyword here is chemical reaction. There must be a chemical reaction. Otherwise, right, if you anyhow join your two elements, you just form a mixture. So the keyword here, you must have a chemical reaction. Part B, hydrogen is an element. Part D, an element is a pure substance that cannot be broken down into any simpler substance by chemical method. Okay, it's very pure. It cannot be broken down any further. Or a compound can be broken down in simpler substances by heat or electricity. So take note, for element, right, it's very pure, cannot be broken down anymore. It's just by its own. But compound still can be broken down. Like, for example, the iron, the black solid here, right? I can break it down to give me back iron and sulfur. But I need to use extreme method, electricity or heat, to change it back to iron and sulfur. So this is what they meant by compound can be broken down in simpler substances by heat or electricity. Lastly, part E, a compound has properties different from elements. Please take note, I told you before, compound is completely new. It has characteristics or properties different from the elements. It's not same, all right? It's different. Okay, now, next part, okay, this exercise 3.3 on mixtures. So I'm given this table here. I need to classify them, whether are they elements, compounds, or mixtures. Same thing, elements, right, must be found on the periodic table here. So you take a look. Anything here will be known as the elements. Okay, so quite obvious. Gold, magnesium, tin, iodine, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, all these are elements. Compounds will be here. Common salt, okay, chalk, water. Take note, this is something that you must remember. Okay, these are compounds. Mixture will be the rest. Milk, lemonade, soy, air, blood, okay, beer, soup, because soup can be anything, right? Soup can be tomato soup, can be carrot, can be meat, okay, can be fish. So soup can be anything. So it's a mixture.